Hello students, today we are going to learn about ninth Science 1, Chapter 3rd, Current Electricity. In this chapter, first we know that what are the importance of electricity in our day-to-day life. Electricity is very important. Here let's observe one image. Here some examples are given how electricity is important for our human being. In oven or in refrigerator, in air conditioner, all these appliances or for doing iron, all these appliances are based on electricity. Also for motor or electric car, for drill machine or for communication appliances like a radio, TV, portable phones, computers, these are all based on electricity. Also some of the lights, lamps, flashlight, floodlights, etc. That means electricity is very most important concept of our life. Our life without electricity is just impossible. Not only for human beings but for animals, electricity is also important. That means some animals also generate electricity. Okay, so here you can see that it is a electric eels that can generate an electric charge of up to 600 volts in order to stun prey and keep predators at bay. That means electricity is also important for animals also. Now let's know about how electricity is generated. Electricity is generated with the wind also, and with the hydroelectric power also. Here I have taken the how electricity is generated from the dam water. In dam water, water is stored at a higher level. That means there is a potential energy, it is stored. So this, if this water is released from a higher level to the lower level, then this potential energy is converted into the mechanical energy, and that mechanical energy is also known as kinetic energy. Okay, that means as water flows down through the dam, its kinetic energy is used to turn a turbine, and the generator converts the turbine mechanical energy into electricity. Okay, that means this electricity is generated with this hydroelectric power, and this hydroelectric power is a renewable source of energy. That means here water, dam water is at a higher level, and it falls from higher level to the lower level because of gravity. So here the direction of flow of water between two points depends on a level of 2 points. So here for generation of light from water, the level of 2 points is very much important. Now here we can understand with the simple example of these two tanks. Suppose that this is a one tank, and suppose this is a tank, this is a B tank. A tank is filled with water, but this tank is at a higher level and this tank is at a lower level. And if these two tanks are combined with one tube, then we can easily observe that the water flows from a tank which is at a higher level to the lower level. So this happens. Okay, so let's take another example. Suppose that the two tanks, suppose A and B are both tanks, and these are joined with a one tube. Okay, so if the tank A is filled with water and knob is open, then water will flow from a higher level to the lower level. That means here water level is higher in tank A, and water flows from tank A to the tank B. Okay, this flow continues till the water level in both tanks becomes same. If water level becomes same, then there is no flow of water. That means just like a water, the flow of electric charge between the 2 points depends on kind of electric level at those points, and this is called as a electric potential. A positive charge flows from a point at higher potential to the lower potential. Electrons flow from a point of lower potential to the higher potential. So this we have to remember that electrons flow from lower potential to the higher potential. Okay, so here you can just observe a natural phenomena. Okay, and this is called the lightning strike. Lightning strike, that means it is an electric current. Okay, so within a thundercloud wave up in the sky, many small bits of ice, that means frozen raindrops, bump into each other. As they move around in the air, all these collisions create an electric charge, and this, after a while, the whole cloud becomes, it fills with a electric charge. The top of cloud becomes the positively charged, while the base of the cloud become a negatively charged. And lightning happen when negatively charged electron in the bottom of the cloud are get attracted to the positive charge, that means protons in the ground. So this is a called as a natural phenomena of a lightning strike. And here you can observe that there is a flow of electron from a point of lower potential on the clouds to the higher potential on the earth. Okay, that means electrons flows from lower potential to the higher potential on the ground. So this is known as potential difference. So potential difference means the difference in the potential between the positive and negative terminals of a cell is a potential difference of the cell. Okay, so the potential difference sets the electrons in motion and results in a flow of electricity through a conducting wire. When this conducting wire is connected to the two ends of the cell. Okay, so the amount of work done to carry a unit positive charge from 2 points is called as the electric potential difference between these 2 points. So the electric potential difference, that means we can call it as a V, and V here it means that the work done, it is the amount of work done to carry a unit positive charge. So V can be defined as V equal to W upon Q, and the unit of potential difference in SI system is volt. Okay, so here just know about what are the mean by free electrons. Free electrons means here you can observe in this figure that here there are the free electrons. Okay, in metals there are free electrons. Free electrons, that means they randomly move in all directions. Okay, so every atom of metallic conductor has one or more outermost electrons which are very weakly bounded to the nucleus, and these are called as free electrons. And if this conducting wire is connected to the cell, its free electrons can randomly move in all directions in the space between the atoms. Okay, so current flowing through a wire. How current flows through a wire? Suppose that here the conductor, the metallic conductor has a free electrons, and these are randomly moves in all directions. Okay, but if we connect the two ends of the wire to the terminals of a cell, electric force acts on the electrons, and these electrons will flow from lower potential to the higher potential. That means they flow in one direction. This is the direction of flow of electrons. The direction of flow of electrons is from lower potential to the higher potential. Okay, but the direction of conventional current, that means the direction of conventional current is from positive to negative. Okay, so this is the difference. We have to remember this. The electron flows from lower potential to the higher potential. Okay, and this flow of electrons in a conductor is called as a current, and the direction of conventional current is from positive to the negative terminal, and electrons flow from negative to positive terminal. Okay, so being negatively charged, they start moving from lower potential to the higher potential. Okay, so electric current means here we have just seen that if this is a cell, it having a positive terminal and it having a negative terminal, and it is a connecting wire. Okay, so it having a free electrons these are randomly moved in all directions. But if we connect this with the two ends of the cell, then the electron gets one direction and they move from negative direction to the positive, negative to the positive. That means lower potential to the higher potential. This is a flow of electron and this circuit is completed. Okay, so an electric current means it is the flow of electrons through a conductor. Okay, so current I is defined as the charge passing through a conductor in unit time. So if Q is the charge flowing through a cross section of a conductor in a time t, then I means current. Current equal to charge upon time t. So current is expressed in ampere. Okay, and ampere is denoted by capital A. Ampere means here 1 ampere current is said to flow in a conductor if 1 coulomb charge flow through it every second. Okay, so this is known as electric current. It is a flow of electrons through a conductor. Okay.